Thanks for joining me here again on Drumard Farm for the Throwback series. It's episode 10 with me, Mr. Sealy P. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 9:21 here on Drumard Farm. I'm continuing on with clearing my field. All of the crop has been harvested. What I have done, depends what the thumbnail is, I leased, well I'll show you what I leased. If we go to our tippers, I leased one of these IT runner grain containers because the trailer we got is 20,000 litres. That's 45, that one does 48, and because we've got the Holger Terra variant with the whole run which goes on the back of it, I thought, well, that's perfect, we can get one of those, we'll use the whole run. Oh, I remembered as soon as I went to put it on, and this is why whenever I do anything with IT runner stuff on mod reviews, I always think, oh, I wonder if it's going to catapult it, or whether it's going to go wonky, or it's going to move or swing, or I'm thinking back to 17, and I think occasionally on 19 it didn't like it at all, but I've already started filling it. So I thought rather than go backwards and forwards, we've already done 2 full loads at 20,000 litres. That grain container is now full with 45, so that'll be up to 85,000 litres, and my harvester's got some in it as well. So when I said about paying for our cows, it's paying out just over 1,000 for 1,000 litres at the moment. All of that barley off of that field will pretty much pay for the cows we bought in the last episode, so all very cool. I know a lot of people are annoyed and frustrated about the fact that I did another silage clamp load, and I've had a couple of direct messages and people saying that I've done what I always do, and because I sold lumber and made a load of money, I sold a load of silage and made a load of money, that now I've filled that up, what's the point, because I've got all the money I need now, I can buy whatever I like. That is there to use if I want to, absolutely. This was never ever, I never started this off as a start from scratch let's play, a survival style let's play, a can we build. This was just come on and play on 17, re-familiarise myself with the features, the things about the game, and if I buy stuff quickly, what are we on, episode 9, 10 now, whatever it is, if we start buying stuff up and we get bigger harvesters and we get more fields and stuff, it doesn't matter. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about earning. Yeah, when we started off, we didn't have a lot of money, and now we can. And I think as well, I am always very kind of, I don't know, I put the work in to do that. Unlike, because if you recall as well, on 17, it depends if you might have never played that before. Then there are no buy anything silos. There's no way of cheating it. So on 19, I think, and 22, with a buy anything silo off camera, you can buy chaff, you can buy grass, and with a big enough trailer you can fill a clamp off camera really quickly. On 17, no, there was no such thing. So all of the cutting of the grass, and I was backwards and forwards with this forage wagon, and I filled it, and then I compacted it, I did the work, I put the work in. So at the end of the day, it's not, I seem to, it's very strange, people, I've said this so many times before, the way people view stuff and how cross people seem to get about it. I don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. That being said, straw bales off of that field. I've got enough straw bales here now. I think what I might do is move this stack of silage bales and put them here if I can. What I might have to do is knock them over, drag them all out, and then restack them here. And then if I do more hay bales, I can back in and put the rest of the hay bales in behind this, rather than in front. I should have gone right to the middle with each of these when I started out, just to give myself more room, but I didn't really. I have also been contacted by the local silo rep, Ryan. Ryan reached out and said that they are a silo supply company, and would I be interested in a forage silo. I placed this in the hayloft, but the forage silo takes more, and I think if I put loose product in, I should be able to make total mixed ration out of it. because I think it takes silage as well. It's funny, I'd completely forgotten, and there's other mixers and there's all sorts of stuff available. Going through the silos, I couldn't remember if there was such a thing. I think there's a big multi-fruit silo as well, but that's absolutely colossal. And I think in this episode as well, I've got so much to do. We were going to put in that, it's a sell point, looks like a grain dryer, and I think we're going to be using some of the digestate. So I will get the back for this, and we're going to put digestate on that field. I was going to do some ploughing. I've got a whole load. Beehives. I didn't do beehives in the last one either. I said I was going to put some beehives in. So what I'm going to do first of all, so I want to clear that field off. I need to lease an IT runner lorry. So I might have to see if there's one available anywhere. I don't want to pay silly money for it, to lease it, just so we can get our crop to the market. Because like I say, I'm just really concerned that the whole run that goes on the back of this, it really didn't like it, and I don't want to get halfway across the map and get catapulted into the shadow realms. You know, we don't want to be alternate dimensionality and all that kind of thing. So anyway, I think the silo, we might put it actually where we are, right here. If Ryan can do us a good deal. I don't think they're particularly expensive. I think it's something like 25 grand, and it might hold 500,000 litres compared to the hayloft, which does 250. I'm going to keep the hayloft there. We've already bought it. So what I will do, actually, let's just do it now. Let's see if we can. It'll be under placeables. There we go. Forage and chip silo. I forgot all about it. You can have one with ramps if you want, or one standard. I think same price, 25 grand. Yeah, 500,000 litres. That's pretty cool. So we've got this standard version, which has got our kind of. Oh, we need to zoom out. There we go. Our in and air out. Or that version which has got ramps. So if you've got a bit of a sort of hilly spot, let's swing around here. If I come further back, you'll see it'll put the ramps up to a certain degree for me if you want to go down that. So if you want it a little bit more realistic in so much as it's got a grate for tipping into, rather than like the straw blower thing, I might go for that actually. I'm just looking at my space, how much room I've got. I might be better off actually doing it that way around and stick it in the middle here. And I can come either side of it, can't I? If I move it over just sort of there, maybe. What do you reckon? I think that's about right, isn't it? Let's do it. New silo. So, the hayloft, I can put more hay and straw in that, but I can put it in there as well. And if we can get some of, actually what we could do, because we've got silage bales, so we can do total mixed ration now. And remember all that silage that's in the big silage clamp there that people are concerned about? I can take a whole load out of there and we can put it loose into that silo. So if we want to, we can make total mixed ration directly out the silo. So I think that's pretty cool. We're going to head down the hill. I'm going to put some beehives in because that was the other thing I was going to do and I forgot all about it. We're going to put them in the gardens. So we'll put a few in. I used the Holger for this only because it's got a bit more oomph for getting up the hill when it's full. Even the JCB, which is quite quick, when this is fully loaded, the forage wagon, it struggled a little bit up the hill. So I thought, you know what, we'll use this. That was the whole point. I kept saying about getting another large tractor, and that was the reason I bought this. Although it is a big proposition, it's very long. So I think we might need to look at something with higher horsepower, but in a smaller package maybe. I'm still going to utilise this. We are still using it, just sort of slightly differently, I guess. So what we'll do, when we get down to the bottom here, if we can get up here alright. We got in alright, so we can get out alright. Just turned pretty well, so should be alright. There we go. Might have got hung up on the fence a little bit. So we'll hop out here, go back into here, go to our placeables and beehives. Now I need to make sure I put them the right way around. So I'm zooming back in on these. We want it with the ridges, so those little ridges need to be facing that way. There we go. There's two small ridges at the front. So I want them pointing out to the countryside. So let's go around there. What are these, 500 each? Don't know why I'm staggering them. Just thought I would. Put some there. And then we're going to put some in the garden here as well, I think. And again, this is early, this is 17, so no no honey pallets. This the same with all the stuff, the greenhouses and all that kind of thing. We'll just get paid an income from those. But we've got some beehives in now, so we are building the farm. I'm going to go back and get some more, and I think what we'll do, I need to check actually, do we need to growth, fruit types growth, soil composition. Nope, it's not showing needs ploughing, which is good. Obviously it's not been fertilised yet, but we don't need to plough it, which is great. Although, did I say about my seeder I bought? I've got to remember. Where's my seeder? Let's go on the bottom. The Pronto 9. Was it the Pronto 9 was a direct drill, but the Maestro wasn't? Was that the right way around? Let's have a look. Pronto 9 offers the possibility, yeah, and the Maestro doesn't. So we'll be alright when we come to replant whatever we're going to put in there. We haven't got to worry. It does need ploughing, but we are going to need to fertilise it. Let's go back, get some more straw. The next load I'm going to put into the forage silos. Thank you, Ryan. Always good to have a local contact for silo building. It's not something I was intended to do in this episode, but it was nice that he reached out. I think I'm going to carry on for the time being with the Keenan feed mixer. There are bigger ones. There's all yeah. I mean, the thing is, well, I think people are messaging me and telling me or talking to me, explaining things like I've never played this. I played on 17. I started on 15. I did 15, 17, 19, 22. I did Let's Plays on 17. But the thing you have to remember is, like I said, when I started this Let's Play, we're looking 8 years ago. 3-year cycle for 22, 3-year cycle for 19, 2-year cycle for 17. Yeah, so, you know, it's a long time ago. Can't remember where I got to. Oh, I've left the thing. That's not good. Yeah, you see there, that's full, and I've got no way of picking up. The Holger, it was pretty dicey, I'm not going to lie. So, get this turned on, drop down. That half is what I did all the baling on. This half we're going to do loose, and I will see in a little while. I'll see if I can get myself an IT runner, and we'll get that unloaded, get the money back up, and then what was I going to do next? Actually, I might, if I sell some silage, I said about getting a bigger harvester. We don't need the harvester yet. Maybe getting an IT runner lorry. I'm sure there was a black sheep modding one, wasn't there? Just thinking to give ourselves a larger capacity trailer other than what we've got. For 20,000 litres, there's nothing wrong with that at all. But I'm thinking if we can use a grain back like that, and it means we can take other stuff as well. Maybe. Although we have got the silage trailer back at the farm. We could use that, and we could load some silage into that. I'm just thinking of putting some stuff into that forage silo, and maybe the next load of Top Mix ration I do, I'll give it a go loose. I'm loading up my trailer to take it up to our new silo. I'm going to call it. It's interesting. I'm going to call it Han Silo. Don't know why that popped into my head earlier. And isn't it funny? All the time on 22, you've got the ability to change the names of things, and all the silos I've placed, and all the different Let's Plays, and all the different things. I've never thought once to do that. And I don't know why that popped into my head. Anyway, yeah, just gone, just away with the fairies. It's straight jacket time next, I think. Anyway, I think what I might do I want to take the chance? Do I want to have a go? Actually, I do want to have a go. I think what I might do in a little while. In a minute, whenever. I might have a go at doing it first person. I don't often. It depends as well on the telehandler. It depends on the wheel loader, whatever you're using. Whether you've got, it looks like we have got the window curves round and it's got a bar section above it, so I should be able to look up so I can see the reach of the boom and I can see the bucket. But like I've said so many times before, depth perception is awful. My depth perception is awful anyway, but depth perception generally in game, but I mean like mine in game, awful. Not in real life. My depth perception is pretty good actually. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe. So for all the haters out there, am I going to sell some of this silage and make more money? Yes. It's there for Total Mix Ration. It's there for selling, like any other version of the game, like any other one that's got a BGA. Like I said earlier, I don't know why people get so bent out of shape. I don't know why. I understand it when, you know, and there have been times I've done it. Lots of people do it, where you do a Let's Play and you you'll get a production or put something in that you know is going to make you crazy money for whatever reason with very little effort. Talking of very little effort, I'm going to give it a go. Why not? While I'm saying that. And I think I did it on Edgewater, and it's one of those mods. It works really well where you can turn, was it manure or straw? You can straw into manure, and then the manure into fertilizer, wasn't it? And because if you sell the fertilizers, you can make a fortune, which is what I was doing. At the end of the day, it's a process, it's a product, and it's that. I've said, you know, I don't know. I'm having another. You know, I go through this period, these spells of. You know, you get a few comments, you have a few direct messages, you know, you might be at a bit of a low ebb anyway, and everything just seems to get to you. I'm just feeling very got at, you know, that I'm having to justify again and fight my corner, really, I suppose, for what I'm doing. People vote with their feet. If, you know, if they're not happy, they're not happy. That's up to them, isn't it? I'm loving, I'm still really enjoying doing all this. I think it's absolutely brilliant. And this is the thing, this was the game, this is what we did on 17. You can't judge 17 by 22 standards either. It's that thing of, you know, and if people want to see me do more 22, that's fine, that's absolutely fine. You know, I finished my Let's Play on 22 yesterday. That's done. And I've done my usual, I've got an idea, but I can't remember who it was that gave me the idea. I had a message and I can't remember. Anyway, I'll get to it. Okay, we're a couple of full silage trailer loads up into the forage silo. So I've got loose straw, loose silage up there. Hey, I need to do. I've got some in the other farm, but I think I'll do some more. We're up at the store. Money's gone up a bit. I've done a few shovel loads of silage into the farm BGA because we need to deliver our barley. And I said I'm probably going to look at. And I'm sure there was, and I found it. There we go. The MAN 37403 VFZ 8x4, 150 grand. I don't know where we're going to stand in regards changes. We've got 163. We haven't got a lot of wiggle room. And also, again, we're back to this thing. I don't know what this is all going to be. Front and back hitch. So you've got trailer hitch. Front 3-point, and that says front and back hitch, so I'm assuming that's front 3-point and back hitch. We'll go with that because that'll make it quite useful. Main colour, I quite like that red and with yellow stripe. No, should we go red with yellow stripe, or should we go blue with orange? Oh, the old like SO colour. Should we go with that? Is that a little bit lighter than that? Let's go with that. Wide forestry. Oh, I don't know. Standard wide. We'll go standard and see what happens. Rim colour. I don't know. Doesn't say what they are. We'll leave it on that. Design colour. I assume it's the stripe. We'll go orange on that. Design with bull bar stand. We'll go with bull bar. Why not? 152.9. Let's hope it's what we're looking for. That looks alright. Rear hitch. Blue with orange. Front 3-point and bull bar. Yep, that's what that will do. The sky's gone. It's like it's going to rain. Looks awful. It's not supposed to, that I'm aware of. So, bringing over the rest of the... oh yeah, we should have gone for different tyres. They're... yeah, they're a bit normal. Maybe forestry should have been what I went for. I was looking at the picture and it looked quite... I mean, we can try this first, I guess. Okay, lights are alright. God, these have all come such a long way, haven't they? Let's go. I hope it... I mean, there's no reason at all. If this flips, I will... My brain is already saying, oh dear. What if this goes horribly wrong? It should work, shouldn't it? If the price is still good, we should be looking at about 45 grand, if not just over, for that trailer load. And then the harvest has got another 7,000 litres in it, so... And just back up a little bit. So I need to be able to get that back, even if we just lease that slurry back. Whoa, sorry. Let's get up there. Oh, the light's terrible. If this tips up, we're in trouble. Should I save it? I'm going to save it. Better safe than sorry. So. Oh. Oh, did alright, no problem at all. Please don't catapult me. Oh, that sits way better on there than it did on the other one. Oh, that's what it was. Door. Whoa. What the? Didn't realise we had that. That's pretty nifty. Right. Let's get this delivered and I'll come back for the next bit. Rear trailer hitch. This can be very useful. Yes, it wasn't cheap, but the fact we can put different backs on this, which is what I intended for the Holmer. Actually, I wonder, will it allow us put it into the trailer? It wasn't sitting in the harvest, was it? Don't know if it will actually reach, will it? No, with the back on, can't quite reach it. The arm's not long enough. Oh well. Certainly worth a look. Right. Ooh, bit of wheel spin. It's got a bit of welly about it, hasn't it? Oh, that dealt with that really well. I think we're still on Drumard 1 for the sell point. I don't have enough money for any of the other bits yet, unless I sell some more silage. We'll see how this goes. Whoa. Behind the trees. Can we get round? Go nice and wide, we've got plenty of room, I think. Nope, still gonna hit the curb. A little bit. Sign. There you go, a little bit over. So I'm going to go back and get that last bit then from that trailer. What I'll probably do, because this back is leased, the grain back, but it does give us the ability to then get other bits and bobs like it, whether it be for logging and stuff like that. But I can bring that other trailer up, we'll get rid of that as well. And then what we're on to, oh yeah, what we'll do, to drop this off, we'll swing past the store. So I need to, I can't remember how much that back was for the Holmer for doing the digestate spreading. On the bench. And the fence and everything else. There we go. We'll unload this. They're not too expensive to buy actually. So at some point we'll upgrade. 10 as well as I thought it would, right. So, drop off container. What was that light? There's a light flickering. I'm sure I turned the lights off. Right, that go back. Okay. Oh, we are going to need a spreader though, aren't we, as well? Just suddenly remembered. Just suddenly remembered. 54. To lease it. Okay. So, question is, what do we put on the back of it? Have I got enough? Yeah, of course I have. So, do I just go with? We don't need to cultivate the field though, do we? We just need to spread. I think all of these, they're not drag hoses, are they? What's that one? Yeah, cultivator prepares. Yeah, see, that is the drag hose, but that won't attach onto the back of the. I don't think we'll get in. I don't think we'll. I don't think it's wide enough. The injector. Is that a cultivator as well? 12 meters. But we'll lease it, and I hope it attaches. Should do, shouldn't it? Didn't think of that. The sun comes back out. Oh dear. So there we go. Bit of a panic there. Close that out of the way for a minute. Right. We're good. That's all good. Right, so what I'm going to do now then, like I said, back to the field, grab that trailer, I'm going to get the harvester put away, and we can get back over to the other farm. Let's check out the digestate situation and get that field fertilised before we then reseed with whatever we're going to go with. Okay, we're getting there. No, 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 no. I have no idea why it's so cloudy. It's cloudy because it's cloudy. We've got a picture up there of the cloud with the sun behind it. We have got sun coming. It's only 11:29, so I thought, you know what I'll do? Before I go out and do my slurry and grab the thing and do my digestate, I'll do some hay. So what I'm going to do is probably do 2, maybe 3 fields. I'll do the first field. I'm going to come and bale it. So under my cover, I'll have all 3 sets of bales. I'll just have a few more hay bales. Once I've baled this field, I'll get a gauge of how many bales I've got and if I need to do another one. And I'm going to do some loose as well and put some loose into hand silo. So, yeah, just explaining why if you suddenly get this clip pop up of me, you know, all of a sudden randomly, not randomly, I talked about it earlier, but doing some hay work. Just popped back to the farmhouse for a spot of lunch. Was hoping the cloud was going to go. It hasn't really yet, but that's all right. I was also thinking I needed to check, so I've just checked in here, and it combines your silos, doesn't it, on here? It's because we haven't got the field info screen. It wasn't a thing. I mean, on seasons, I think seasons on 17, and it's weird because I don't remember seasons on 17. I remember it distinctly on 19, but 17 just drew a complete blank. But you had the old, the Wopster, you know, the handheld device thing, if you were running seasons. But anyway, on the right-hand end of that, we've got 56,000 litres of loose silage, which I took out the clamp, 215,128 of straw, and 282,583 of hay, and that's split over both silos. So it's the silo up on the hill. The silage obviously is just the silo on the hill, but obviously we've got the other silo at the other farm, which has got some straw and it's got some hay in it as well. So I think I'll probably need to put some more silage in there. But with the bales as well, we've got plenty to keep the cows. I'm not going mad with the cows. We're going to stick at probably 18 for the time being. I need to do some of that grass because that's going to annoy me. We've also already got milk being produced actually. Oh, it hasn't showed yet. When it resets, it takes a little while once you come back into the game to sort of resort itself. And I've got to make sure I clean out the cows as well now. It's interesting, I've been talking about that a lot on 22, about how I miss that, having to muck out animals. And some maps have it, some don't. and obviously you've got the manure heaps, which it will go automatically to, and you miss it, you lament it, you know, and you come back on this nostalgic. But it's like snow. After a while, you're like, you know, I'm not saying I am yet. I'm just saying you will get to a point. It's like I'm fed up having to keep going and cleaning the animals out. You know, it's funny how your mind, like most things with nostalgia, it's that you look back with fond memories of something. If you could go back and do it again, would you? I think a lot of people might be a bit kind of, well, you know, it's nostalgia for a reason. I like to remember it a certain way, which is lovely. So yeah, once that resets, we'll have a look. But I think we've already got some milk being produced, which is, oh no, it's already shown. What am I talking about? I'm looking at the productivity bit at the top. No, it's already there, look. So liquid manure 1062, manure 750, milk tank 2966. Now that will sell automatically again. This is back in the days when you could only dream of transporting your own milk. At midnight it just sells automatically. A tanker comes, collects it, takes it, sells it. But we've got a little bit of manure in our manure heap. That will start piling up as well. And I just remember on 17 that constant, you know, watching guys playing on PC thinking, oh, I wish we had a map, or I wish we had something we could go and take a tanker and we could get milk, and you know, and now we've gone beyond just that to then being able to do other things with it, you know. So not we just taking the milk and taking it to a dairy and selling it, we can now then take it on and make other products from that, which I think is nuts. Am I feeling the pull back towards 22? Yeah, well, I mean, I was on 22 before, but I mean a more standard version of it, because my Apocalypse Farm was something a little bit different, let's be honest. As I was alluding to earlier, I have an idea, and I remembered who it was, found the comment. It was Kevin who reached out. People reach out all the time with ideas and things I could try and think, you know, would this work, could this work? Actually, what I can do, oh no, I don't have to have it open. So, let's start this up, and then that's interesting because this came up yesterday with refilling. Why is it now not refilling? Oh, there we go. Just had to be on the correct bit. I don't think it's going to last very long. So I've always said, doing manure, doing slurry spreading is great if you've got enough of it. If you've got a big enough tank, if you've got a big enough spreader, sprayer, whatever it might be. But it goes down very quickly compared to chemical fertilizers, you know, your white powdered fertilizers. And we have got our fertilizer spreader, and we know that spreads really well. This is going to go down really quickly. But the flip side of that being, again, if you're running animals or you've been doing biogas like I have, this is free. But then I guess it depends what you run on your biogas, what version of the game you're on, and how much it's changed. The other thing I was going to say was the price for crops is interesting. In that, if we go back across to here and we scroll back, look at the price for sunflower. Sunflower, canola, they're up there. It all seems to have leveled out a bit more. I know it does fluctuate. It depends what map you're playing on. Depends what, of course, what economy you're playing on. You know, you had the economies, the 3 economies. But then you've also got, you can go on, you can do new farm manager. Farm manager will start from scratch now. But then once you get into that, which has already got some sort of presets, really, you've then got the options to then adjust your economy settings within that. And it's interesting to see how prices have changed over time. Anyway, let's get over to the field, because what I want to hopefully finish off by doing, if I can, is maybe get up to that other field. And I don't know, actually, I haven't got enough money to buy. So I was going to put in that dry. Maybe that'll be the next episode. The area up there where I cut all the trees, I was going to plough some of that out for a field. So I might put sunflower in. It depends whether I don't have to worry about straw now. That's why I did barley, because I wanted straw. I needed straw for doing the cows, so I needed stuff for bedding, needed stuff for Tomic's ration. I've done that now. So it's that thing of, okay, if I say now, if I want to buy a piece of equipment or machinery, I can use my silage and I can sell it the thing. If I need more digestate, I can do that, which I think I'm going to run out fairly quickly, to be fair. But do I make a rule that if I'm going to carry on here for a little while, I don't know how many episodes I'm going to do, but if I am going to carry on, I can only buy equipment and machinery from crops sales. If I've earned the money from doing crops and stuff, then that's how I can buy machinery, but then I can't split it down. If I do sell any biogas, sell any silage at the biogas plant, I can't split that revenue. It's difficult to, you know. Oh no, how do you go about that? It's weird how your brain. Oh, I've got to be on it, haven't I? There we go. Unfold. Yeah, how your brain defaults back to what you've got used to for so long. And then you spend ages thinking, I don't understand, why is it not working? Well, I do anyway. That's just me. Lower injector. Switch back to the tank. Turn on slurry spreader. Oh, that's interesting. So it's not cultivating, it is just spreading. But look how quickly we're getting through that. Oof. Let's get right to the edge. Oh, it's I don't say it's not as bad as I thought. But it's bad-ish. It's hard to digest, Date. You're welcome. As always, you're welcome. Doing the job. This isn't something I do very often. I'm trying to think of the last time I did slurry spreading, other than sort of showing off mods on mod reviews. Within a game, I'm trying to think, when have I done slurry spreading recently? Elmer? Did I do any on Elmer? Or no, I was using my slurry. I was selling it, wasn't I? I was taking it to the biogas plant because that had the biogas plant that made methane. So I was taking it all there. No, I don't tend to. I normally go for a chemical fertiliser. I don't often muck spread either. That's a good point, actually. We need to. Hang on. No, it's still going. No, 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 no. Wrong button. I was going to back up, but that's just flowing. It's just pouring out of there. It doesn't matter what I do. Bees, Holmer and Han Silo. What an episode! What a weird, eclectic mix of strange and peculiar things. Yeah, I mean, it's just a drag hose. It's not... I mean, not a drag hose, but... It's definitely not cultivating. I'm sure it said cultivator. Maybe I misread that. Actually, we've got further around than I thought we would, in all honesty. We won't get 2 complete rounds done. I think once we've got a couple done, I'll start going up and down. But we're going to be... I think we've only got about 190,000 litres. I say only, and that's the thing. If you had 190,000 litres of solid fertiliser, chemical fertiliser, you're good. You're good for an entirety of a Let's Play. For however many years, you're absolutely golden with that amount. It depends if you're running precision farming, whether you know whatever it is you're running as well. If you've got slurry or digestate, that doesn't last as long as you'd think. Why is it? Why is it not letting me turn it off? Hang on. What's going on? It just kept saying turn on, not turn off. I just wasted an absolute load. Right, let's just lower. Now switch to the tank. Turn on slurry tanker. But L1 again. So I'm pressing turn off and nothing's happening. Turn on or off, and it's still carrying on. So I think you have to just lift it. No wonder it wasn't. I couldn't work out why it wasn't stopping. And that's why, because it doesn't seem to matter what I'm doing, it's still going. Okay. So what I want to do then is switch to that. And just lift the injectors. Yeah. As you can imagine, I've got a little bit of work to do now. No, okay. Like I say, I've just got very used to the 22 controls. It's surprising. They don't change much between versions of the game. I think from 17 to 19 they changed a fair bit. And it's interesting the controls you kind of get used to. Just been checked up. We've done okay, I guess. We might be looking at maybe another 3 loads potentially. Right, so if I now go cruise control, as soon as I press circle, it's going to lower that down again, isn't it? Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. Maybe it was just me then. Ignore everything I said. Right, we're good. Lift that. Fold it. I really was hoping the sun was going to come out. Come on, son, you can do it. This is a very cool piece of kit. It's just the price went up dramatically. It's what I was saying when I bought this. It was what, 249,000 for a 580 horsepower tractor unit, which has got a 3-point link on the back, which made it quite useful and versatile and that kind of thing. I think on later versions, because the price went back to, you know, what it, I guess what it would be. And it was just, they're expensive to buy. So if you're looking for a high horsepower tractor unit, it wasn't the cheap alternative that it had previously been. My digestating, is that right? Has been completed. I also took in the 2 extra fills that I was supposed to have done and I forgot about, one being this one. But this does also need ploughing, so we go to our mappage just here. You'll now see that our field over here, 33, has now been fertilised, as is 16. That's all now done. How much do we actually use? Does it show us how digestating it does, doesn't it? I'll just keep scrolling through till we get to something resembling. Does it tell us how digestate? That's weird. Why is it not slurry manure? It does, but not digestate. Well, we've got an on-site digestate tank. Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter. It's not showing us in there. But anyway, I think we did 5 loads. I think 5 loads. Yeah, pretty sure it was 5. I'm not going to extend this field. I'm going to leave it as it is. I suppose I could extend it, couldn't I? But what I want to do before I finish, I want to get over to that. Get over to the forestry bit here and probably plough that little bit. It's not very big, I suppose. I don't know. Is it worth me bothering? I might just be better off buying another field at some point, maybe field 29 or something, when I've got a bit more money. It's going to be a similar size, I guess. I could extend that maybe a little bit, but then I have to go back and re-fertilise. I'm okay for grass because I cut all around. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? Let's extend this. How far would it let me extend it? A little way. That's okay. So I might have to come back and do a little bit. I've got my solid fertiliser because I've taken back all the gear. So I've left my Chrome Big M and the Holmer at the store. If I need them at any point, I'll go and grab them. And I've got stuff dotted around all over the place. But that is the end of this episode. And I just want to reiterate the things I've been saying over the course of the episode. It's just for fun. It's just supposed to be to come on and be entertained. I don't want to annoy anyone. I don't want people to come on and be annoyed. I don't know why people are so angry. Why are people angry? Just come on and have fun. Just enjoy it. It's just supposed to be having a look at the old version of the game, having a bit of fun, trying out some kit that we haven't got anymore, or some bits that are renamed Lizard, and you know, the different features and things like that. I hope you've enjoyed it. I really do. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.